Very good, Marty. You can start talking.
Okay, let's sneak our oil filter removing cup onto the filter. Get the oil filter basically loose, so you have the luxury of spinning with your hands, because there's not a lot of room in these motors here.
And this is what kind of engine is this, Marty?
This is a 4-stroke 225, and this was one of the first big ones to come out, and this was the one that always drove everyone crazy. And there was a lot, everybody come up with different things. So you've got your oil filter loose. Make sure your tray is under the lip. There's a lip right under the oil filter.
There goes your oil. Look at that, wow.
It's pouring out. So many people have made messes. So many people, even myself. And a lot of times you get a request to do services down at the town piers and ramps, and this would definitely be an issue if you didn't have this tool right here, because they don't like messes. You kind of have to be patient. You got to watch what's going on, avoid any messes. I'm going to loosen up my oil filter just a little bit more and get it to run pretty good. But as you can notice, all the oil is going into my catch tray instead of the oil pan or the engine bracket assembly here. We're going to tilt it up just a little bit more. Got to be patient. Maybe it might take a minute. That's not a long time, because you could spend 5 minutes to 10 minutes with rags and paper towels. We have most of our oil already out of the oil filter and out of the front of the crankcase. So we're just going to loosen up, carefully slide the oil filter down the tray into my oil container, and still monitor right here. As you can see, my lip still has quite a bit of oil on it, and they've got a little bit coming out of the crankcase right here.
Didn't spill a single drop.
Not a drop. It's almost over. This is quick. In the early days when they first come out, nobody had the luxury of tools like these, and you had to have a whole roll of paper towels, and you spent more time picking up the mess than actually getting the work done. I already have my new oil filter right here, already properly lubricated, so I'm going to sneak that in there. Pull my tray out and give myself a little bit more room. Get in there as quick as possible. Get my new oil filter on. I'm going to get it basically hand tight. Tilt my motor down. And I am going to put my cup back on it and get it snug. Then I'm sure it's nice and tight. And the O-ring is compressed on the oil filter. That's good. Sneak in with the rag real quick. And just wipe up the oil filter assembly. As you can see, there is not one drop of oil in the pan. And that's it. That's fast. The olden days was worse than that. Tighten up my number 10 headed bolt. And that's it. Not one drop of oil in the pan. And it's like that on all the models if it's used correctly. No mess.
Awesome job, Marty.